Hello, this is Rhythmic Gymnastics on Eurosport. We are live on finals day at these European Rhythmic Gymnastics Championships. We've already seen a four-way tie on the hoop final. Four CIS girls on the rostrum. It really was very, very crowded. Timoshenko, Lukyanenko, Kostina and Skaldina. Skaldina took the rope gold with a perfect 10 for that. And now starting off this ball final, Carolina Pascual from Spain. Pascual has scored 9.8 both times in this competition on ball so far, once in the team event and once in the individual all-round final. Been very consistent in this competition. Anxious to please her coach. The selections haven't been made yet for the Olympic Games in Barcelona. This girl must find ball, I was going to say she must find the ball exercise very easy, but that was a bad mistake. But look out for her hands, very large hands, just make it a little bit easier to catch the ball. And just that one drop, and she'll be absolutely kicking herself. She hasn't put her foot wrong so far in this competition, and you only get one chance in the final. Nothing's carried over from the day before. You start with a clean slate. And it looked to be placed well. She went from that double split leap to catch. It was quite a difficult catch. She was trapping it between her legs and back. And it was well placed, but she just missed it with her hand somehow. Having said that she shouldn't miss anything. Oh, and they've really hammered her on that drop, and that's a little bit mean because it was a difficult exercise apart from that drop. 9.5 for her. Now, can Oksana Kostina make up for that drop on the ball yesterday, which actually cost her the European title? This girl from Irkutsk in Siberia says that her favorite pop star is Madonna, and there's a little bit of the Madonna about this routine. Very slinky choreography. Oh, and difficult catch. Straight from that hand balance into that flexion on the toes. This was the throw yesterday that she dropped, but no mistakes there. And that looked flawless to me. Very well choreographed routine. and she presented it very well. Very expressive, and extension throughout was excellent. And the judges, they are marking a little bit lower today. And there her score has just come up, 10 for Costina. That's a gold medal for her. Now, can anybody else join her? Samantha Ferrari from Italy. Scored very well in this competition so far. Got a 9.75 in the team competition for ball. And 9.775 yesterday in the all-round. Lovely control on that double pirouette. The leg was kept very high, didn't waver. Well, a good performance from her. I find that exercise all a bit angular. There isn't really any contrast in it. I'm waiting for the softer parts of the exercise, and it doesn't really happen. It's all very tense to watch. And I'd say there's probably a question mark over the content as well, because there are lots of throws, but the bits in between are a bit sort of nothing. And 9.75 for Ferrari. Goes ahead of Pascual from Spain. Larissa Lukyanenko already has a gold medal on hoop, and could easily score 10 here on ball. Got a 10 yesterday in the all-round event. Russians prepared very well for these European Championships. All the different countries all met up last week in Moscow and held 4 days of intense competition. Sort of simulated European Championships, if you like. There was judges, an audience, and they all went through their exercises over the 4 days. Another lovely routine from Lukyanenko. Now, was that enough to get a 10? She's so supple, this girl. Extends way past splits on the leaps. And that's a fantastic element. She can't see the ball going into that roll, and she's just relying on the accuracy of her throw. And look at the extension on this flexion. I mean, that is way beyond a standing split. And there's her coach. They're a little bit disappointed, just 9.8. And she thought she'd done enough to get the perfect mark. In second place at the moment then, Lukyanenko. Maria Petrova. And look at that for confidence. The overall European champion. So far today, she's only managed a bronze with her rope exercise. Scored 10 yesterday in the all-round event. And look at that for a catch. Double split leap, catches the ball with her feet. And what a tragedy just at the end of a brilliant routine. She went for yet another very, very tricky catch and just miscued it. And that exercise is so complicated. I mean, she really does move like grease lightning around. As she went for a back catch to try and trap the ball with the back, and that's such a shame. 9.7 only then for Petrova, and she's really not having a good day. And you quite often see a lot of mistakes creeping in on finals day. The gymnasts very tired. They've been competing now for 4 days. And it does start to take its toll after a while. Dmitrinka Todorova. Finished just 8th in the all-round competition. Hasn't scored over 9.8 at these championships. Now, if she can hold this together, she's in it with a very good chance of taking a medal here in this ball final. Well, it's all in there. The content's there. Is that worth more than 9.8? Very hard to say, really. All the difficulty that she needs is in that routine, but she just doesn't project herself well. She always looks so miserable. And presentation, a very important part of rhythmic gymnastics. Well, 9.8. That seems to be her score for these championships. Well, puts her into the silver medal position at the moment. And the first time we've seen this girl in these apparatus finals, Elena Shamotuska. She's from Belarusia. Trains with Lukyanenko. Oh, and a mistake there on that balance. That's a very unusual start that she goes for. Gripping the ball with her feet. She's got enormous feet, this girl, and hands. Scored 9.8 in the all-round competition for this exercise. Well, this is the only final that she's managed to squeeze into. And she had that mistake at the beginning, and she's really wasted an opportunity here. You don't carry forward any scores from the all-round competition, and here was that start. Very, very difficult. She must have suction pads on her toes or something. And she normally holds that and then just drops the ball down in front, but it bounced on her back and it was away. And that's a 0.1, 0.2 deduction. And it's such a shame. And there's a score, 9.7 for Shamotuska. And that's not enough to take her into the medals. So, last girl to go on this ball final, Alexandra Timoshenko. Now, she had just a very small mistake on ball in the all-round competition. Slightly out of line on a catch. And that cost her the European Championship. Lovely control on that roll. It didn't quite work that well yesterday. Very smooth. And that was the move that went wrong, but no problems there at all. Surely that's a 10. So expressive, this girl. And she really has the grace of a ballerina. Fantastic extension on the pirouettes and balances. And it's a 10. 10 for Timoshenko. She shares the gold medal with Oksana Kostina.
Herzlichen Glückwunsch. Und Sie sehen es auf der Anzeigetafel. Dritte Bronzedamen.
And that was that very difficult roll because it's from a bounce, and you really do have to slow the ball down into a very extended side bend. And look at the extension on that flexion, the leg pointing straight to the ceiling in a perfect split. And their confirmation of her score, it's perfect for Tymoshenko. So again, we've got another tie in these apparatus finals. Kostina and Tymoshenko both score 10 and share the gold, and then Lukyanenko takes the bronze with Todorova. That's a good result for her from Bulgaria.
Durante las semanas siguientes controlé con exactitud todos sus movimientos. Me dejó impresionado la profesionalidad con que trabajaba.
ASICS, Unlimited Performance.
Technique. Balance. France Telecom is the partner of the French Federation and of the European Union of Gymnastics.
Eurosport Live.
Welcome back to finals day at the Rhythmic Gymnastics European Championships. Starting the clubs final, Irina Dilianu from Romania. Dilianu scored 9.8 for this routine in the all-round event. Now, she hasn't quite got the content of the Russian girls or Petrova, but she's usually very consistent, and the execution of her work is almost perfect. So if she can manage another 9.8, she's in with a good chance of a medal here in this final. No mistakes for Dilianu. A top-ranked Romanian. Very precise worker. Finishes all the moves off very well. You can see her really watching those clubs, watches them right into her hand. And it's another 9.8 for Dilianu. And she shouldn't be disappointed with that, because there are mistakes creeping in from all the top names in these finals, and that could be enough to give her a medal. So next to go, Alexandra Tymoshenko. She's already won 2 gold medals here today. Perfect balance. The leg very high to the side. And you need good strength for that move. That's where all the ballet training comes in. And she saves the most difficult throw to last, that very high double throw of the clubs and that double forward roll. And absolutely no problems for her at all with that clubs exercise. Really enjoying herself today. Surely that must be another perfect mark. Scored 10 in the team competition with that exercise and 10 in the all-round. And it's again a 10 for Tymoshenko. And that's another gold medal for her. Gives her 3 gold medals so far today. And that very unusual position for those mill circles. And that's her competition finish, and she must be feeling very pleased with herself indeed. 3 European titles and a silver in the all-round event. Now Dmitrinka Todorova. Won a bronze medal in the ball final. And that came as a surprise to her. Now, can she get into the medals on clubs? This routine to Carmen. Scored 9.8 in the all-round. Good finish, very high double throw with that turning jump, and that's a very difficult throw because you can't see the clubs until the very last minute. You need to place the clubs well. That's a good exercise from her. Now, can she score more than 9.8? That's been her mark at these European Championships. And that double illusion turn, and you can see on that second illusion turn, the leg bent just slightly. Didn't keep the tension in the leg, and no 9.8 again for Todorova. She's probably thinking, I'm sick to death of getting 9.8. Carmen Acedo from Spain. It's a bit unfortunate. Follows Todorova with the same music. And went for that trap catch. Didn't quite control the club. Club's most difficult piece of apparatus. You've got twice as much chance of dropping them. Well, nice exercise. One drop at the beginning. She'll lose a 0.1 for that. But otherwise, good content. Some quite risky stuff in there. Very high on that throw. And just slightly mistimed that catch. And there's really no margin for error on those trap catches. 9-7 for Acedo. Considering she had that drop, that's a good score for her. Oksana Kostina. She's already won gold on ball and gold on hoop. Now, can she make it 3 in a row? Very dramatic routine from Kostina. Very dramatic music, Night on Bear Mountain. And she interpreted it so well. Lovely choreography and use of the clubs. So precise in everything that she does. The execution is absolutely brilliant. Look, she's reaching for that club and the arm is perfectly straight. Technique is so good with Kostina, and it's another 10 for Kostina. She goes into the lead with Tymoshenko. Another gold medal for her. Now this girl, Larissa Lukianenko, quite capable of getting a 10. All she's got to do really is hang on to those clubs. That's a shame. That's 0.1 on that drop. Well, she won't get 10 this time, but she needs a 9.9 to take the silver medal. Rather the bronze medal. Good extension on that leap. Straight past splits. And that was really difficult because she hardly had any time at all to see where the clubs were coming down. And 9.7 for Lukyanenko, and that's disappointing. She wanders off, shaking her head. Diana Popova from Bulgaria. This is her second final. She made the rope final. Mistake on rope. And she's got a chance now to make up for it here. Had to stretch back for that throw. Very difficult throw though, from that side leap, straight under the leg. You can see how easy it is for that to go backwards. Well, a little bit lightweight, I'd say, that routine. She definitely lacks precision on her moves. And I'd say also a question mark over the composition of that exercise. She doesn't seem that confident in handling the clubs. It doesn't flow as well as it should. And 9.775 for Popova, and I think really that's all it deserved. A routine not as flowing, not as competent as, say, Maria Petrova. Now, we've already seen two girls get 10 in this final, Tymoshenko and Kostina. Now, can Skaldina pull off another 10 here? Hasn't really done all that well so far on clubs in this competition. The highest score she's managed is 9.8, and that was on the first day. won this club's final 2 years ago at the European Championships in Gothenburg. Oh, good throw sequence. 3 throws, one after the other. And 3 illusion turns in very quick succession with those very high throws. And there's Tymoshenko. She's cheering on her clubmate. That was one of her best performances of these European Championships, and she gets a hug there from Deragina, her coach. And I think we're looking at another perfect score for Skaldina. Didn't really do all that well in the all-round competition, couldn't even get into the medals. Finished in 5th place, but's worked very well here today. Look at the extension and elevation on that side leap. And that cheer goes up, and it's a 10 for Skaldina. Another gold medal for her. And she must be very pleased indeed. That's done her Olympic selection chances no harm whatsoever. And there we have confirmation of the result in this club's final. Alexandra Tymoshenko, Oksana Kostina and Oksana Skaldina, they all share the gold medal. 3 perfect scores. And down in 4th, Dilianu and Todorova with 9.8. And really, the winners' rostrum, again, it's going to be very crowded out there.